and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Sutra, Great Master Shinhua, all good monks, nuns, and all good known advisors of Mitofo. 诸佛菩萨、智者大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位上居士，弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát kính thưa Trí Gia Đại sư và Thượng Tiên Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 29th of March 2025. We're here at Go Forest to continue discussing the Vimalakirti Sutra. Thank you for joining us. We're on slide 234. This section discusses some of the representative members of the assembly of the 32,000 bodhisattvas. All of them are most likely Mahasattvas. They're there to listen to Vimalakirti Sutra. All right? We are talking about this bodhisattva by the name of jewel torch bearer. Torch in Buddhism has conveys the concept of lighting the way. So people who have wisdom use the wisdom to act as a torch to help guide us towards safety, towards happiness, towards meaningful life. All right? And so this torch here, what is it light the way for? The guy light the way towards enlightenment for us. And that's why the last couple weeks we have been discussing the meaning of enlightenment. And this is Buddhist technology that has 37 different aspects of enlightenment, meaning that when you get there, you get this, or also in from the other perspective, you need to have these in order to get there a lot quicker. Okay, dokie? Okay, it's worthwhile. It's a good thing for you to try and memorize these. I memorized these a long time ago, and I think I forgot most of them a long time ago too. Okay, but these are the 37 bodhi shares, 37 different aspects of enlightenment. They're grouped into 7 different categories, different groups. And the first one is the orders matter. Order is important. The 4 stations of mindfulness. Okay, just memorize them. Number 2. The 4 stations of mindfulness, you should memorize. This is one of the first things you ought to be learning. 4 stations of mindfulness is set your mind to the proper recollection. Remember that the body is impure. It's about the 4 aspects of us: body, the feeling, the mind, and the dharmas. Okay, those are the 4. And the body is impure. Number 2, feelings of suffering, including feelings of pleasure or suffering. Number 3, mind's impermanent. The mind is wishy-washy. It changes constantly. Number 4, the Dharma has no self. Okay? Got that? Memorize it. This is fundamental Buddhist wisdom. Okay? Second group, the 4 vigors. Vigors is one of the secrets to spiritual liberation, spiritual achievement. You need to be vigorous. Okay? And this is what differentiates you from the rest of the others, because you are vigorous. Because this is the nature of our programs. We're very vigorous. And the vigor, okay, the 4 kinds of vigor dealing with goodness, dealing with evil, okay, in general. Okay? So, for example, if you have a reason to evil, vigorously work towards squashing it. If the evil has not arisen yet, you vigorously work to make sure it does not arise. Mirror reflection is a goodness as well. If it's already arisen, make sure it stays arisen and it keeps on growing. Number 2 about goodness is that if it hasn't arisen yet, make sure it arises. bring out the best of you. Okay, that's vigors. The next group, would be roots and powers. Look, these are the foundations of your spiritual wealth. They are, number one, the roots of faith. Root meaning that it has the ability to allow the goodness grow inside of you, inside of your heart. In order for goodness inside of you to grow, you need to have these 5 aspects. Number one, you must have faith. Number 2, you must have vigor, roots of vigor. Number 3, roots of mindfulness. Meaning that you're mindful of the proper dharma. Number 4, you have to have the roots of samadhi. And those are core. You need to have to be able to concentrate. Number 5, wisdom. When you work on these roots, eventually become powers to you. The powers of faith, the powers of vigor, the powers of mindfulness, the power of samadhi, the power of wisdom. When you have the power of wisdom, then you're able to help others. You have the power to help others. If you have the power of samadhi, then you are able to destroy others' scatteredness. You see, it takes power to do things. You don't just talk. You need to really be able to pull it off. All right, and so forth. Number 5th group. The 6th group is the 7 branches of enlightenment. Number 1, selecting the dharma. That's very, very, very important. You need to choose a proper dharma to cultivate. And number 2, you need to be vigorous. And number 3, you need to enjoy doing. This is so fundamental. If there's no joy in our lives, we cannot sustain the efforts. And number 4, you need to be able to throw out, expel what? The views and afflictions. Number 5, renunciation. Expulsion is internal. Renunciation is outside. You renounce, you expel wrong views inside of you, all the bad afflictions inside of you, that's internal to you. Number 5, renunciation is you renounce things outside, externals. Number 6, branch of enlightenment is samadhi. And number 7 is mindfulness. Mindfulness of the dharmas of goodness. Samadhi is able to help you concentrate. Those are the 7 branches of enlightenment. This is meaning that once you have enlightenment, you're able to branch out in these various areas. And finally, today, the starting point for today's lecture is the 7th group, the 8 sagely paths. And this is what the Hinayana people learn when they learn about the cultivation in Buddhism. They learn about this. You see, Mahayana, we have a lot more aspects of enlightenment. We added 6 more groups. Well, actually 5 more groups, and so forth. So in Mahayana, we are a lot more detailed. The technology is much more precise and much more effective for you. So if you could, try to memorize it and then and try to remind yourself of these things. So what are the 8-fold sagely path? I would memorize this as well. This is very important. Now, number 1 is views. Number 2, contemplation or thoughts. Number 3, speech. Number 4, karma. Number 5, livelihood. Number 6, vigor. Number 7, mindfulness. And number 8, samadhi. Okay, and these are the proper aspects of your cultivation. Okay, you should pay attention to this. Okay, first one, let's talk about views. Okay, views here refers to you able to see the true principles. How can you see the true principle, the true doctrine? Anyone who's still awake? I'm so full. My God, today, I don't know what I ate today for lunch, but I feel so full. Thank you for delicious lunch and good conversation. Yeah? What's the true doctrine, true principles? How do you make sure that you have the true principles, can see the true principles? Remember, this is number 1. There's an order here. This is ranking in the order of importance. Yes, over there on the men's side, first. 6. Put the pressure on men first.
Amitabha, Master, the first one, follow the true principle, could be, I guess, is cause and effect.
Cause and effect. That's profound universal principles. Absolutely. Yes, 5. We do the same thing? Now I have to think of a different principle. Yeah? What is a proper principle?
Is it when it's the proper principle is proper? Is it when it's not based on knowledge or any attachment of past memories or previous?
Okay, very good. I give it a pass. Okay, anyone else? How do you make sure you have the proper views? You learn about this. That's why I say I need to have proper views. So the question is, how do you make sure you have proper views? Yes, Wei Mountain.
Master, you follow the guidance of your good knowing advisor.
Who said that?
MJ.
Okay. San Diego girl. Okay, very good. Okay. First and foremost, yes, Weimar, is there another one?
Amitabha Master, the first thing that came to my mind was blessing. You somehow need to have somehow planned some sort of blessing for that to happen.
Blessing the proper views. Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm in a good mood today. Okay. Yes, DTT.
Thank you, Master. Everyone has a Buddha nature.
Okay, that's a proper view. Very good. How do you make sure you have the proper views? Yes, 6.
Because your views align with the patriarch's view?
Views align with the patriarch's view? Yes. Okay. Even your good know advisor's view must align with the patriarch's views. Yes. Okay. unless the patriarch is an idiot, which happens. I can think of one right now who's a real idiot. Anyway, but then that's how it goes. Not all of them are perfect. Yes, DTT.
마스터, 저도 제가 이거 팔정도 조계종에서 배웠을 때 질문 드리고 싶었는데, 저희가 어리석기 때문에 정견을 가지기가 어렵다고 생각하거든요. 그래서 저는 마스터께서 질문하셨지만 어리석은 사람이 정견을 가질 수 없다라는 게 제 대답인 것 같습니다.
Master, I wanted to ask you before. I think because we are stupid, we cannot have the proper view.
Sounds depressing. That's why. How do you make sure you have the proper views then? Okay, you're right. We're prone to having erroneous views, in particular deviant views. So how do you make sure that we can avoid those? Yeah, continue.
그러니까 이미 정견을 그러니까 제가 팔정도를 처음에 배웠을 때 점의 시작이 정견인데, 정견을 가진다는 것 자체가 이미 지혜가 있는 상태라고 생각을 해서 좀 우울할 수 있겠지만 저는 불가능하다 생각을 하고, 한번 끊을까요, 상수님?
So proper view is the first of the 8 proper paths.
Yes.
And then if we have a proper view, we already have wisdom.
그렇기 때문에 그냥 제가 했던 방법은 부처님한테 발언을 하고 그냥 그 당시에 그냥 예전에 그냥 어란이 될 수 있는 좋은 스승을 만나고 싶다, 그렇게 발언을 하고 기도를 했던 것 같습니다. 네.
So before I bow to Buddha, please let me meet a teacher that makes me arhat.
Okay. Yes, for.
Listen to proper Dharma.
This is proper Dharma. Very good. Anyone else? The proper Dharma is the highest form of proper views. Yes, Way Mountain.
Dạ, con kính chào thầy. Dạ, con nghĩ chánh kiến theo là Phật dạy là thấy được cái sự khổ của thế gian, sự vô thường, rồi mình tập tu để mình giải thoát cái sự khổ đó. Dạ.
Hello, Master. Proper view, according to the Buddha's teaching to me, is that we able to see the suffering of the world. We were able to see the impermanent, and so we cultivate in order to attain liberation, liberating from the suffering that we have. To me, that is the proper view.
Okay, very good. The proper views must be in accord with the Buddha's teachings. Yes, DTT.
일단 저의 케이스로는 우리가 정법을 들어도 굴절돼서 왜곡돼서 해석하고 기억할 수 있고, 또 선지식의 인스트럭션조차도 제가 바르게 따르지 못하고 있다고 생각하거든요. 그래서 좀 계속 우울할 수는 있겠지만, 누구한테 반대하는 건 아니지만 정견을 갖는 게 굉장히 어렵고, 정견이라는 것 자체가 이미 지혜를 바탕으로 하는 것 같습니다.
Even if we listen to the proper Dharma, we think in a wrong way and we cannot follow the instruction properly. So it's very hard to have a proper view.
Very good.
그러니까 예를 들면 마스터 X씨께서 저한테 1년 전에 주신 인스트럭션을 아직도 제가 전혀 하지 못하고 있거든요. 예를 들면 그렇습니다.
For example, Master X gave me instruction a year ago, but I still cannot do it.
Very good. Shame on you. How old are you?
네, 저 올해로 딱 15 years old입니다.
15 years? Good answer. Did she say 15 years or 50 years? 15 years. Seriously? You know you're breaking precept and you lie to your master? Okay. I heard 50 years, but anyway, what do I know? Okay, very good. Okay. Take a break. Okay. Yes, JC.
Everything is empty.
Everything empty is a proper view. Correct. Absolutely. Okay. So, Buddhas, they come to our world to teach us the proper views, the proper knowledge. Okay, the proper views are the kind of thinking that align with the Buddha's teachings. Is that clear? Buddha's teaching is about our truth, about who we really are, about our makeup, our true nature. That's the highest level of knowledge right there. Okay? So our views are what we think, what we understand, should align with that knowledge. Okay? That's called proper. Okay? And that's in accord with, so it accords with the Buddha's teachings. Yes, 5.
The proper view is different from our proper view, right, Master? Because when the Buddha speak, he speak the proper view. But when we listen to it, person A have a different proper view compared to person B. And we might mistaken it to be that view to be our proper view. And we think that our view align with the Buddha's view. So is the proper view, our proper view is something that's temporary? Or is it like, what I mean is that, do we get confused that we think the proper view, our view is the proper view all the time?
No. Democrats have wrong views most of the time. It has been proven already. Time and time again. Okay, you're correct. Buddha is that this is what you really are. This is who you really are. Okay, but we don't understand. A lot of things he teaches is just more than we can grasp at this moment. So what happened is that the Buddha knows that, so he sends his disciples by the name of Mahasattvas and Bodhisattvas to come to our world to help us correct our views. Okay, so proper views, in order to have proper views, you see, when they learn about Buddhism, they only learn about the eightfold sagely path, meaning if you tread the path of sagely wisdom, you need to have these 8 different aspects, okay? These different 8 requirements. The very first one, and very important one, starting point, is the proper views, okay? Buddha knows that. He says, most of us have the wrong views. Okay, and therefore, they have improper views. Therefore, he sends disciples to help us, to help clarify our understanding of the Buddha's teaching. Okay, so that's very important. And the second function of his disciples when they come to our world is to help us correct our improper views. That's what Buddhism is about. You need to have, right off the bat, you need to have the proper views. And we have wrong views. We accrued and we formed erroneous views lifetime after lifetime. So the teachers, your good advisors, okay, they have to spend time patiently waiting for an opportunity to correct our improper views. So it's an ongoing process. It's not once in a lifetime. No, it's ongoing. Okay? So in order to have proper view, which is critical, this is the first starting point of wisdom, okay, is that you must have the proper views. And I've seen people, okay, they cultivate and they pick up from this information, the knowledge from here and there, and books and teachers and so forth, and they're doing well, okay? When they get to a certain point, I don't mind sharing you this, okay? The people, for example, who learn from the non-Buddhist teachers, okay? They are very decent people. They are very sincere. They work very hard. And so they came over to our temple to practice with us. And eventually they get to pretty good levels. And when they reach second stage Arhat, okay, that's when their deeply deep-seated, deeply buried improper views surface, which made them spin out of orbit. I see it time and time again. In other words, okay, this is not meant to denigrate or criticize all the teachers. It's for you, okay? If you have deep beliefs in non-Buddhist principles, eventually you will spin out of orbit when you reach a certain level. I've seen so far 2A. I've seen people fail at 2A, so many of them, because they held these deep beliefs in non-Buddhist principles. So that's why I really appreciate the Eightfold Paths here. Buddha says if you want to become enlightened, you need to have these 8 different components, okay, for you to be successful. First one, proper views. Because when I find myself with these past students, past disciples, they have the improper views. I knew that already. They try to hide it from me. They pretended to be my disciple, for example, but they really believe in their gurus. Really not in Buddha at all. They say, Buddha is useful for me for now. I like it. He teaches me how to meditate. I like myself better when I can concentrate. Okay, I feel good about my life and so forth. It's getting better. But deep down, it's the guru's teaching. That's what they really believe in. And eventually, when they reach 2A, person after person, they fall off. Because of the deeply held improper views. Isn't that interesting? And it's too late to change. It's too late for them to change. It's not possible to change anymore. They fall out of orbit. Okay? And so your education is very important for you young people. Okay? I don't know where you grew up in, but your education, your education matters, because if somehow they brainwash you into believing bad stuff, it will show up in your cultivation later and you will fall out of orbit. Any problems? Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay? It's sad. I mean, they're very sincere. They work so hard, but there's deep down, they said, what's one improper view? They really are so enamored with spiritual powers. They're so attached to miracles. And they're excited with us because, wow, if I can concentrate better, my spiritual powers will increase. You know, I can pull off more miracles. And those are deviant views because they're not that important to your wisdom. They're tools for you to use, but not necessary for you to become happy. Okay? Is that clear? So be careful. So you need two things. Check with the Buddha's teachings, Mahayana. That's why every now and then you listen to lectures and so forth. That's very important for you. Yeah, even when you're driving, you listen to the Dharma lectures and so forth. That's very, very important for you, including reciting sutras or mantras. Okay, that restores proper views to you, by the way. Reciting Amitofo, Amitofo, it restores proper view to you. Because that right there has 10,000 Dharma doors, the Buddha's name. Okay? Amitofo, Amitofo, Amitofo. You're reciting 10,000 different Dharmas. Give you proper views. Okay? And better yet, you're even more blessed, you will find a good knowing advisor who will correct you on your proper views. Okay? That's important. Okay? And that's why in Mahayana, we are always looking for a good knowing advisor. Always. Once you stop looking, that's when these improper views sneak in. Because we have these bad habits that we do not notice. We take for granted. That's why proper views are critical for our cultivation. Okay? That's why it ranks number one. Number one, if you want to become enlightened, you want to become a sagely person, proper views is number one requirement. Yes, Way Mountain.
Hello, Master. I have two questions. Question number one, I heard from the Dharma talk somewhere, it says first stage arhat have seen the way, 见到, so therefore they have proper view. But then you mentioned case where a first stage arhat would mistakenly think they were fourth stage arhat. So that's my first question. And then second question, I listened to this Dharma Master's talk, and she emphasized that when when you recite sutra, it's okay, you get blessing, but it's more important that you have to understand the meaning of sutra. So she really emphasized that. She said you have to understand what the sutra is about and do it. Sutra is like a manual. To me personally, after listening to your talk all this year, I find that to be a sort of improper view for me. But would you comment on that? Thank you.
Number two, who is this person that taught you that? I'm curious.
The same Hong Kong Dharma Master
that you've been following. Before. Yeah, I see that.
Listening to. She's has a huge audience, Master.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I love Hong Kong.
Thank you.
I find that just to save time, if you find that some of the teachings are incorrect, dump it all. Garbage dumping, I call it. You can't believe how much garbage dumping I had to do. I read from too many teachers. I dumped them all. Okay, yeah. And so to keep it simple, dump it all. Don't ask me about her anymore. I go to Hong Kong, I will not listen to her. Okay. And the first question is?
Oh, one more time. I heard that it is said that first stage arhat, they
First stage arhat.
in the way,
Yeah.
so therefore they have proper view. But then you mentioned case where first stage arhat were thinking that they were fourth stage arhat. So how does that work? Thank you.
见道 doesn't mean that you have the proper views. Proper view has to have different gradations. 见道 is the lowest level, where you're able to see the way, the path for you to go towards enlightenment. Okay, meaning that this person sees the way already, so it's a matter of time before they get there. Okay, what we're teaching you is how to get there quicker than this person. So you can follow that person. It might take you like 100,000 times longer, or you can follow Mahayana, which is a lot faster. It's up to you. But it's fairly safe for you to follow a first stage arhat. Okay? And it's still better than the non-Buddhist teachers, if you will. But it's also a matter of speed. It's look at that from our world. The first stage arhat is like a yugo, and masteryonghua is like a red car. That's the difference. You can choose to go and get a ride on the yugo, or you can get a ride on the red car. It's your choice. That's all. All right? Anyone else? All right. So the number one aspect of your ability to develop sage wisdom is to have the proper views. Okay? And it's iterative. We keep on having to reinforce it for you so that you are able to correct them gradually. We form improper views. We've been having improper views for a long time, so it takes a while before we can do that. We can correct them. Okay? That's number one. Number two is the proper contemplation, proper thinking. Okay? Siwa is proper thinking, proper thought. I think you should change it to proper thought, not Siwa is actually thinking, proper thinking. Okay? And so the mind here should not have no deviant thoughts. Okay? Right there. It's like typical our times. If we can get away with it, then it's okay to steal, to kill, to cheat others. Okay, and that's called deviant views. That's improper thinking, and you're gonna get in big trouble sooner than you think. Okay, cut it out. Yes, the greed motivates us and urges us to do things that are improper. Okay, and these improper thoughts. Okay, especially in our times. Okay. Is a lot more harmful to you than you realize. Okay? Even us Republicans, if we think we can get away with it, attack and deny, and there's nothing they can do about it, doesn't mean that we are home free. We will get in bigger and bigger trouble. We only dig a deeper hole for ourselves if we maintain improper thinking, meaning thinking that's not in accord with cause and effect. Is that clear? It's no excuse. This is, you only dig a hole for yourself. Okay? Number 3, proper speech. Okay? Proper speech refers to do not lie, except when necessary. Okay? Is that clear? When is it necessary? Never. All right? When necessary here is a buffer zone for you. If you are not pure enough, it's a bigger zone. But when you get better and have wiser and wiser, that when it's necessary becomes, it shrinks. Is that clear? Why do we have improper speech? Why do we lie? You don't know? Roy, why do you lie? I mean, why do we lie?
Thank you, Master. I lie to benefit myself.
To benefit yourself. I thought it's to benefit your wife. Okay, yes, Weimar.
Two more other reasons. One is we're stupid. The other one is like Daniel's working cases. Often we think it's necessary to lie because it protects the other party for whatever reason.
Okay. You lie. I mean, I lie. I don't know about you, but I lie to protect my ego, to protect myself. No, I didn't take it from you. Okay? And so the nature of this opening of wisdom is that we do not lie so that we don't reinforce our ego. Yes, Weimar.
Sorry, Master, it's no longer relevant.
Okay, never mind. Okay, got that? See, is that interesting? The first and foremost is view because it's pervasive. It's right there. Your world is black and white, for example. Yeah? Okay? Yellow or something. Yellow and white. Man, woman. That kind of thing. Okay? So you see that view right there is lowest level. Next level that affects the development, your wisdom, is your thinking. Okay? The thinking that you think you're going to get good things out of bad causes. There's no bad consequences from bad causes. That's impossible. Okay? That's wrong thinking. Number 3, you see, next level up. See, lowest level that's very, very dangerous for you is have improper views. People don't realize, I told you, if you don't pay attention to having improper views, you will spin out of orbit eventually. There's not much we can do. I watch these people over the years. I see them reinforcing those improper views, thinking they can, outsmart us and so forth. I never said anything. I just observed. And eventually, they're gone. Okay? Or recently, there's some nun, for example, who came and looked at, you have all, your views are all screwed up. Forget it, you're not going to survive. So I watch. Sure enough, they leave on their own. Okay? And number 2, is thinking, okay? The improper view now manifests itself as thinking. Okay, next level, thinking. Okay, thinking, it has to be, the thinking contradicts the Buddhist principles, the Buddha's teachings. That is very, very dangerous. Okay, doesn't matter who you are. Okay, if it's not consistent with the Buddhist teaching at the highest level, including patriarchs, including anyone who's not a Buddha yet, if it's not in accord with the Buddha's teachings, you're in big trouble. Okay, number 3, proper speech. Okay, so now we're talking about mouth karma, and manifests himself simply as lying. We lie. Very simple. We lie every day. Anyone? You're no longer a salesman. Why you still have to lie? My God. Salesman, I can see why you need to lie. But now non-salespeople? Okay, we lie every day. Okay, that's we speak untruth. Number 4, proper karmas. Okay, proper karmas refers to create good karmas, and actually, this proper karma here is about doing pure and good deeds. Okay, avoid doing impure and bad deeds. Please keep that in mind. Talking about our daily lives now. Okay, number 5, livelihood. Okay, livelihood here refers in particular to monks. I don't know about non-monks. This is not clear from the Dharma, livelihood. Okay, it's up to you. It's a lot of freedom for you. But for us, there's improper livelihood. There are aspects of our conduct that are totally improper. For example, anyone, any monk or nun can think of one thing is improper way to make a living as a monk or nun. Things, for example, things that draw attention to you, and for example, exhibiting spiritual penetration to impress others, that's improper livelihood. Or there are monks and nuns who recite mantras and to make a living. Okay, that's improper. Okay, or it's a funny thing. This is a funny thing. If you walk funny, and you move your body in an unusual way to draw attention, I can demonstrate to you, but it's not cool. And especially with XM around, she's going to videotape and publish it on the internet. But you walk funny. You do that to draw attention to yourself, to make yourself stand out. Okay, that's improper livelihood. That's a low level. If you're at the pure level, you don't do anything to draw attention to yourself. Okay, like Master Hsuan, he never does anything to draw attention to himself at all. Okay, for example, as subtle as I am a superior monk. You should make offerings to me because I'm the better monk than anyone else in the room, in the state, and so forth. That's improper livelihood at his level. So what it means here is at a lower level, like me and my peers, is that there is a clear description of what's improper behavior that monks and nuns do to draw attention to themselves so that you more impress and give us offerings, give us temples and cars and so forth, airplanes, yachts. Anyone? Gold? Okay, don't forget gold nowadays, $3,000 an ounce. Oh yeah, big bucks. Okay, and so that's improper livelihood for us. Okay, I don't know about lay people. I only learn about left form people. I'm not sure about lay people. Never thought about it. You think it applies to you at all, lay people, to have improper livelihood? Yes, Wei Mao.
Master, I have a comment to answer it, and then a question. I think that I heard of a lot of the Chinese way of explaining the improper livelihood for lay people, or I don't know how much, but they call it like your job. They use your jobs to describe that. Just a comment.
Okay.
Like if your job is to killing pigs and stuff like that, then that's improper livelihood. If your job is maybe a teacher, is maybe a more blessed livelihood, something like that. That's a comment. I have a question, Master, about drawing attention. So a few days ago, this happened to me. Somehow I look at some more Sangha member were bowing, and I somehow suddenly feel that, it's very low tone. It's like they bow and they didn't bow. Like you don't feel any drawing attention. So I kind of like, that's what Master mean by low tone. Then I made a reference because when I saw a lot of other people bowing, usually before, like when they bow, you feel it's very awesome. It's very like, I'm very sincere. It's drawing a lot of like with fear and feeling to me. So I noticed the true difference. I don't know if I was seeing something else, but that was between the attention and not drawing attention. I like, wow, that's the true difference between Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comment. So probably livelihood for you lay people in general would be making a living and not causing harms to others would be a proper livelihood. Try to avoid professions that are harmful to others. Okay? And that would be improper because it carries some consequences for you and your family. All right? Number 6, I don't know much about it, so you can develop further if you like. Number 6, proper vigor. So you practice the proper dharmas vigorously. Okay, and you notice vigor is pervasive throughout all these 37 limbs of enlightenment, the 7 groups. They always have this component, most of them have this component called vigor. This is key to your spiritual emancipation. All right? Number 7, proper mindfulness, meaning that you single-mindedly recollect the good dharma, the dharma of goodness. Okay, meaning what? Your heart should be full of goodness. That's what the good dharma is about. It comes from your heart. It's not about right. It's not about wrong. It's about goodness. You want to help, benefit others. Okay? Number 8 is a proper samadhi. So, proper samadhi meaning that if you are there, you have the skills, then you should have the mind and body are still and quiet, and dwell in the doctrine, the principle of emptiness. What does it mean, dwell in the principle of emptiness? Your mind dwells on the true principles, the primary principles of emptiness, primary truth of emptiness. What does it mean? Yes, 4.
You don't think.
You don't seek. Very good. DTT.
마스터 대답이 같은 대답입니다. No thinking. Same answer. No thinking.
No thinking. Very good. Anyone else? No thinking. Speak English more often. Saves translation time. Anyone else? What's a proper principle, the true principle? The primary principles of Wei Mao.
Dạ. Thưa thầy, dạ con muốn hỏi là tại vì con nghe câu chuyện của Lục Tổ Lục Tổ Huệ Năng lúc mà ngài nhận cái y bát của Ngũ Tổ Hoàng Nhẫn, và lúc đó ngài Thiện Minh chạy theo để lấy lại cái y bát đó, thì xong rồi thì ngài tới ngay chỗ đó thì Tổ để trên cái bờ đá mà ngài Thiện Minh không có lấy được, thì ngài mới quỳ xuống để nhận xin Lục Tổ dạy cho ngài. Thì Lục Tổ mới nói là không thiện không ác, cái gì của thượng tọa minh. Dạ thì con muốn hỏi cái đó có phải là chân không hay không? Không nghĩ thiện, không nghĩ thiện, không nghĩ ác. Cái gì là của thượng tọa minh? Dạ, A Di Đà Phật.
Hello, Master. I would like to ask this question because I've heard of the story, the tale of Master Sixth Patriarch Huai Neng when right after he received the bowl and the sash from the fifth patriarch Huang Ren. So then Venerable Shangming ran after him, trying to still snatch the bowl and the sash away from him, but he could not. So then he kneeled down and he seek for Master Sixth Patriarch instruction. At that time, the Sixth Patriarch say, don't think of the good and don't think of the evil. At that moment, what is yours, originally yours, Master Ming? Is that where we see the ultimate truth?
First of all, I'm about to say something that I'm going to get in trouble. Okay. If I were Hui Ming, yes, DTT, I hope they have the answer.
네, 마스터.
Yeah, save your master.
반응하지 않는 것입니다. Do not react.
Do not regret. Almost there. Very good. Okay, anyone else who wants to save your master? Okay, here's what happens. Please don't quote me. Okay. Master Huineng, what's his name before he became Huineng? You remember? Anyone remembers? 6th pager. Before he became Huineng, what was his lay name? We don't even know, right? We only know Huineng. We don't care whether the layman. He was a lay person then. So when he said, Venerable Huiming, before you think of evil, before you think of goodness, what was your original face? Okay? He's a lay person. I would not take it seriously. I say, you're a lay person. I don't listen to you. He sure ignored it. If you have wisdom, you have blessings, the first thing you do is say, you teach me Dharma? Who's your teacher? You're a lay person. You got that? All right? So, first thing I'm trying to share with you, people, is that a lay person who teaches you the Dharma is very, very limited. There's only so far they can go. I serious doubt that any of them would be able to help you reach enlightenment, because if they could, they would not teach you. Because the enlightened people would never want to have lay people as a lay person compete with an unfit monk even, unfit nun even. Why not? Again, because they learn that Dharma from where? The unfit monks and nuns like us. And you cannot bite the hand that feeds you. If you do that, you're no good. You have no wisdom whatsoever. Okay? But there are always exceptions. In this case here, that's why there's no organized thing where you're a lay person, you teach, like a lot of people, and I'm a guru, Buddhist guru on Buddhism. That's nonsense. There's no such a thing in Buddhism. It's deviant. Okay? But in this particular case, it's one-to-one, where Huiming was really, really sincere in seeking instructions. Okay? He was very impressed. His mind was ready. That's why this actually was one of the few exceptions in Buddhism where it's perfectly okay to teach in that situation, but not in mass, in a large scales. You hear me? Be very careful. You lay people, pay attention to that. And there's a lay person who says, I'm a teacher and teach Buddhism, and you should follow me. I know more than the monks and nuns. Ignore them. They're no good. I know I'm affecting some of you who are followers of such people. Okay? Shame on you. Shame on him. Okay? It's wrong. Because you have no wisdom, okay? And you are causing yourself what? To become horribly stupid in the future. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? YouTube comment.
Master Diego have an answer on YouTube. He says, Amitofo Master means that it's not moved, not attachments.
What that was, when that lay person, whatever his name was before he became Huineng, what he said is he wasn't really teaching him. He was simply saying, you want to know my wisdom? Let me tell you, okay? I have no wisdom. This is so beautiful. I have no wisdom. But what I can show you is how you can open your wisdom. It is so clever as a lay person. You understand? I'm dissecting for you the pre-Master Huineng's incredible wisdom already. He says, I'm not going to teach you because I'm a lay person. But I'm teaching you because I'm showing you how to get there. If you follow this, you get there. So I'm not teaching you, but I'm teaching you. It's so cool in that sense. Okay? I'm a lay person. I'm not going to teach you. But if I must teach you, okay, this is the path you should be taking. Which path? Yes, Way Mountain. These women, the Vietnam women, they ask tougher and tougher questions.
Master, very simple question. For the deceased precept ceremony today at 3 p.m., if we did not request any plaque, can we still join? Are we encouraged to join, or only for those who have requested plaques?
You can join, okay? But since you didn't request plaques, we will not protect you. And you can tell we're very busy. Any other questions? You ask about anything. You're allowed to ask questions. Ask about, East-West price of tea in China. You're thinking too much. And some people just, this sounds like a fun thing. I want to see what a Buddhist zoo looks like. Come and take a look. We don't care. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. So you see, the beauty of this thing is that if I must interpret it, one side I say don't pay attention to him because he's a lay person. He has no business teaching you about enlightenment. But in this special case, he actually was not teaching Huiming, who is a monk. How can a lay person teach a monk? And that's what I would disregard it right away. But if you look closely, actually he's not teaching the monk. What was he doing? He's saying he's giving him a Delphi riddle. It's a Huatou. He says, you want me to teach you? I can't teach you. Just contemplate this Huatou. Okay? And that's the instruction from the pre-Huineng layman. He says, solve this riddle and you become enlightened. So you have to do it yourself. Questions and comments, disagreements, agreements. You're so deep in thoughts. Let me think about it. It's just some profound thing there somewhere. Okay, so he was teaching him the Huatou. What is your original mind before you think of good, before you think of evil? That's one type of Huatou that was very, very popular. Okay? All right. Where were we? Okay, what is the primary principle? What is the primary doctrine in Buddhism? Yes, for?
Emptiness.
True emptiness. Not just emptiness, but true emptiness. Emptiness is for non-Buddhists and Hinayana practitioners. They practice emptiness. Okay? It's only because they don't understand how to get to the ultimate emptiness, which is called true emptiness in Mahayana. Okay? So that's the primary principles of true emptiness. What is, if you understand the principle of true emptiness, what does it mean? how does it translate to you, your daily life? How do you, for example, I give an example. You don't see it very well. I've watched it. I witnessed it myself. So I look at masteryonghua, okay, who's the teacher of true emptiness. Remember, Avatamsaka Sutra is true emptiness. Okay. He lectured it, so he understands true emptiness. That's him. Versus his disciples. I see 2 generations myself, because I was like, he's number 1, they're number 2, I'm 2.5. Okay, not even 2 yet, because I like a tail end between 2 and 3, so I give myself half a point. Okay, so that's why I saw, wow, that's 1, that's 2, and me 2.5. Okay, so what's the difference between a true emptiness and of 1, and then 2, true emptiness of 2, and me, yes, 4. What's the difference?
I'm not going to comment you, Master. It's not about that. Just, I think it's the difference is the attachment to the Dharma, to the emptiness.
Good Chinese, yes. Anyone else? This is what I saw. This is what kind of eye-opening for me. Okay, my master, my Chinese master, level 1 of true emptiness is that he's attached to nothing. Not clothing, not food, not cars, not temples, not money, nothing at all. I saw that, I said, wow, I like this. I never met a man like that. It's got to be either stupid or incomprehensible, way beyond me. Okay? That's level 1. Level 2, okay, meaning the children. 1 gives birth to 2. Okay? Yes, DTT. What's 2?
마스터 제가 하려고 했던 대답은 마스터께서 트루 엠티네스는 공과 묘 2개를 다 경험을 한 것을 트루 엠티네스라고 전에 법문에서 말씀하신 기억이 있고요. 네.
Master mentioned before that the true emptiness is to experience emptiness and wonderful existence.
그리고 이것을 제가자로서 일상생활에 적용을 한다면 힘들게 수행을 하고 또 제가자로서 또 잘 즐기고 이렇게 밸런스를 맞춰가는 게 진공묘요라고 저는 그렇게 인식하고 있습니다.
To apply this in daily life for lay people, we cultivate vigorously and then at the same time we enjoy our life. And we balance our life. That's how we apply this true emptiness.
Very good.
매우 좋습니다.
Are you done? Yeah, there's some depth in there somewhere. Let's work on it. Okay. 2. Now the difference between 1 and 2 is that 1, unlike 2, does not take himself seriously. He never thinks I'm important at all. It's amazing what he's doing, so important, but he never thinks of himself as important. Whereas 2, he says, I'm important. I'm telling you that because I hope that between 2.5 and 3.5, and 3, your generation is 3, you know that? You're kind of 3. I'm 2.5. We're not the same. Remember that. Okay? You are 5. Okay? No. You are so-called 3, but you actually not at 3. You actually are 5. I'm 2.5, but you are 3. Okay? It's interesting because there's, if you take yourself seriously, okay, then it diminishes the Dharma you're teaching. Meaning it's not empty yet. Master Hsuan Hua is all empty, including himself. Two is that we are important. Without us, there's no more Dharma. Okay? And that's what you want to avoid, making that mistake. The Dharma is not in us. The Dharma is in you. We're not important. Master Hsuan Hua never taught us that we are important. His number one says, I'm not important, I'm empty, I pass it on to you. So you are important. But they took themselves too seriously. They said, we are important. That's dead end right there. We're not important at all. And that's why I want you to remember, you're not important. I mean, one is important. Okay? You got that? Don't make that mistake. We are not that important. None of us is that important. Okay? Only our students are important. Only our work is important. We are not that important. Okay? And that's the proper principles. The proper principle is that true emptiness, meaning that we are not attached to nothing, to anything. If you attach to yourself as important, then you don't understand the true principles yet. Got it? Okay, so in Buddhism, what it boils down to, the true principles, utmost principle is, can you let go? It's not about having nothing. True emptiness is, can you let go? Yes, you can own stocks, you can own cars, you can own houses. The real question, your wisdom is that, can you give them to me? What happened? The special effect, ching! Okay, guys? Got that? Okay? Meaning you can live your life, enjoy your life, do what's important to you, but when the time comes, you ask yourself, can I let go? All right? And that's true emptiness, is that enjoy it, do your things, but when it's necessary, drop it. That's the true principles. Not the true principles of, in terms of emptiness, where I want nothing, I want no money, I want no food, I want no clothes. Wait. That sounds extreme, you know. I want no boyfriend. Then no babies anymore. Okay, that's extreme. So you try your best to take care of your family, to raise your kids, but when necessary, okay, dump them. Let go. Okay? Meaning that the best both worlds. We try our best to be parents, be good mother, good father, and so forth. Okay? But when it's time, let them go. Let them live their lives. We've done our part already. Okay? Don't follow them and say, I want to choose a wife for you. I want grandchildren. Come on, give them a break. Does it make sense? We're not telling you to shirk your responsibilities as parents, as elders, okay, as relatives. Live your life. Are you supposed to? But don't be attached. Try your best, but let go. When you must, when it's time. Okay? It's perfectly okay to be attached. Oh, it's so cute, and so forth. But enjoy it. But when you must, drop the boyfriend. Find another one. Hint, hint. Thank you, everyone. We're busy today. We have, a zoo to take care of. See you next time. Thank you.
Roy, could you turn on the lapel too again? Namo Jing Liang Di